Hey, and welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk about the V70 and all the mods that I have done to it. I have owned the car for like 2 years, a little bit more, and I have done quite a few mods with it. First off, the most visual thing is the paint. I have painted the whole car, same original color, but make it fresh and enjoyable to look at. The question I get the most is about the wheels. They are Ssr MS1 and they are 19 by 9.5, both front and rear, but the offset in the front are plus 30 and the rear are plus 18. So you get all the specs here, and I don't run stock fenders. They are heavily modified. I have cut them out and welded the double layer together and then repainted the whole fenders, as you know. But I do not recommend that offset on a stock fender. And the winter setup are, you can see the picture here on the, they are MK18. Just search on that if you want to buy those. I have those are 19 by 8.5 plus 6 in the offset. So they are square, so they are the same front and rear. The Ssr Bolt Pattern are actually 5 times 114.3, the Japanese bolt pattern, and to get that to fit on the Volvo, I have taken off all the wheel bearings and CNC'd. So I've CNC'd, so there are 10 holes in the wheel bearings, and it's kind of a special thing. I haven't seen anybody doing that on a Volvo before, but it works out great. I haven't had no problems at all, and I have run 2 summers with that bolt pattern and it works like a charm. So I have lowered the car. In the front there are BC Racing Coilovers. They are the drop low version with 12K springs, so they are, I can lower the car like 5 centimeters lower, and there will be no issue with the coilovers. The issue itself is that the car underneath is so low that it will just stand on the ground. In the rear I have G-Spec V1, and I actually just have the coilover spring. I have taken off the coilover adjustment with the spring, so it's actually just the spring with the coilover dampener itself. It works, and it's actually pretty soft in the rear. So it's pretty soft in the rear. I mean, the car is a daily, so it works really good. But so as I said, it's a daily, and I take the car everywhere. I take it up in the mountains and ski. I was in Poland with Ultrace, and I daily it. So let's go to the winter mode with the roof rack. It's a Thule made just for the V70, and the ski box itself is a Packline free time that I have painted in the same color as the Volvo 601, for those who are wondering. And you can see the whole winter stuff there. it's, yeah. And in the front of the ski box underneath, I have a reach line LED headlight, extra light, yeah, underneath the ski box, so it gets really bright when I travel in the dark. So yeah, in the winter I raise the car like 1 or 2 centimeters because of the ground clearance in the snow and stuff. Even though I have a skid plate in 5 millimeters aluminium, and yeah, it's in the summer when the roads are a little bit uneven, it scrapes like almost every time. One typical thing for us in Sweden is that we paint our mud flaps. I haven't seen that like a lot in other countries, but we have it pretty much here in Sweden. Everyone that styles, definitely Volvos, do it. So the mud flaps and the tow hitch cover is painted red, and I have a detachable tow hitch, so you just take it off and put the cover back. It's a standard Volvo thing. I get quite a lot of question about the grill itself, and it's a aftermarket grill from V Parts, and then I have taken the emblem from an old XC70 and glued it on to the grill itself, so it looks kind of OEM, but in the same way you get the blacked out middle part. I have changed the headlight covers or the plastic itself. That made a lot of difference. You saw when I break it in the earlier video. So yeah, a common problem you have when you lower the V70 or the S60 is that your axle doesn't hold. They break a lot, and that's all because of the angle the axle itself gets, and because they are like more like there, like an original height, they are like this. So I have tried it all. I have tried to shorten the axle, I have tried to go with aftermarket axles, but the solution I came up with that have solved the problem is that I have raised the engine itself from the engine bay. So I have made distance like this in 35 millimeters, and the actually works great. So I have had no problems since then. And if you have the same problem, I recommend you to raise the engine. One more thing that I have done is that I have changed the brake pads, both front and rear, to red stuff. They are not as dusty as an OEM part, and they work great. If I had an OEM brake pad, I might have to clean the wheels like 4 times more than I have to do now. So 1 in 4 is like, and who doesn't want to clean wheels? Good stuff. So let's get to the interior stuff. I have changed the seats to full leather ones. I had, when I got the car, it didn't have the leather seats, it was just like the normal textile stuff. So they are heated, memory, electric seats. So yeah, I have changed all the light bulbs that are in the car to LEDs. They are like green in the climate control and stuff. They are green original. I have put white in there, so the whole car feels a lot more modern to drive, and like, yeah, it's changed the whole feeling of the car when you drive it in the dark, and I like it a lot. In the car audio department, I have changed out the stereo to an Alpine stereo, the speakers to Omega speakers, high quality stuff, and just an MTX, two of the MTX 10-inch woofers, and it's enjoyable. I think I got it all. I probably forgot something, but hey, it's a lot of mods and I can't remember them all. If you like the V70, give the video a thumbs up, and if you enjoyed and want more content like this or other shenanigans we do, make sure you're subscribed, and most important of everything is to enjoy life.